Thanks, Daniel. So, everybody's tired. Everybody's thirsty. So, that's why there's only this lightning talk slot about VoIP Lab. Short introduction, like 2007, I co-founded with some other guys Bureau 2.0, which is a open source co-working space in Berlin, hosting many cool people doing open source stuff. And right now I'm at Vio Networks, which is a virtual PBX provider, and also do some VoIP consultancy for Telio, these days called NextGenTel. Short introduction to Bureau 2.0, because this kind of is related. It has been growing for years. Right now we're hosting about 40 people at around 850 square meters, which consists of offices, terraces, where fantastic barbecues happen, and also Daniel likes to show up and grab a beer and a Wurst. And we're located in Neukölln, so this is pretty much in the city center, in a beautiful old building of the Fernheizwerk, which is delivering heating for over 30,000 households in the near area of Neukölln. But just for you to keep in mind, because now we want to know, what is VoIP Lab? So VoIP Lab is an idea of taking co-working to the next level, and not co-work space, but co-work lab. So kind of those kinds of conferences bring together all the brains from the industry, well, but just once a year, and then there's maybe another conference, but in the meantime, we're not getting together to talk about new ideas or exchange knowledge or just be with ourselves. And so this is the main idea, to make a place which will host exactly those guys. Because on the other hand, if you work for a company, then you know that, yeah, you go to work, you're always busy, but you hardly get things done. Because you're invited to meetings, you need to talk to other people about things that are not so interesting for you. And in the end of the day, you ask yourself, well, it's already the end of the day and you didn't get to do all the things you wanted to do. So get out, get out of that office. But you can't go home because there are maybe other things waiting for you, distracting you. But and you know, don't want to go to any, I don't know, cafe or co-working space because they are not the people that you like. So VoIP Lab should be a solution for that. And on the other hand, if you're a freelancer, then you have the other problem. You get stuck because you're alone. You're sitting there and there's nobody to talk to. So also the solution is you go out and go to the community. And so in fact, there are companies, there are freelancers, and if we put them all together in that VoIP Lab, then they can do fantastic things. So this is what it is about. So there's desks, there's a lab environment, so we can just play around with stuff because there's some hardware, some telephones, and basically no one will think that you're crazy if you call yourself and talk to yourself, because everybody does that there. They will think that you're crazy if you actually call somebody to talk to them, because normally we don't do that. We write emails. And there are a lot of experts, and of course the foundation of a good atmosphere, good coffee. This is what it looks like. It's an attic, freshly built, nice atmosphere, plenty of space. And the thing is, VoIP Lab can also be like everything we want it to be. So if Ole calls for security and encryption, then yeah, we can get together and find solution for that in a place like that. Or also, what I was thinking of, like James Tech, CTO of TruePhone, now these days talks a lot about artificial intelligence. So I think this kind of needs to be the next step. We need to make software smart. We're kind of, stuck with implementation and securing and, building new services. But every new service adds a lot of hassle to manage it or to debug it and stuff like that. And so maybe in the future, making software smart is actually one thing to do. In the end, it's up to us. So, and since this is a lightning talk, this should be short. But it's a presentation, so there's one more thing. We all got used to this, and so we also want to make a VoIP kitchen. It's not only a VoIP lab, we also want to cook and brew stuff like, I don't know, for example, things where well-known people are kind of convinced that this is the right beverage for grown-ups. And since, we are all kind of liking it, Andreas and I started with doing something about it. And this is it. Hey! So, handcrafted beer. Which... it doesn't
mean it's for James Buddy, yeah?
No.
No. For all, yeah.
Of course. Which is bound to a quiz, because we want to have some fun, and we want to see who of you are really, elected to get the first VoIP Weizen and also, of course, then win the first month free attendance in the VoIP Lab. So, everybody ready for the first question? All right, be prepared. So, anyone knows the answer, just shout. And then we will see.
Throw the bottle.
All right.
RFC 3263.
That was a good answer, but now, how many episodes is in season 1 in Star Trek Next Generation?
I thought it's about how many
12.
Cool. I was really anticipating some Star Trek nerds.
You should ask how many sections in RFC are, chapters.
Well, it's not the only question. We will come to that. All right. Yeah! Who said 26? I mean, everybody knew that, if it takes a long time, then they would just Google it. So please, come up. You want a beer? No, 2, actually. So,
well done.
Two beers for you.
Google is your friend.
And of course, we stay in contact because you also won the 3 month in VoIP Lab. So next question, everybody ready?
No. Yes.
Good. It's about Berlin. So Berlin, from east to west, how many kilometers? Who can Google fastest? Or
50 kilometers.
No. No. No.
70.
Okay, Google.
No. 42 is always a good answer, I know that, but it's not.
It's precision like in meters or
No,
centimeters?
it's just kilometers. It's just about, how huge Berlin is.
Why is that?
100. It's always round.
No.
105.
45! The Google winner. Please come on down.
But what units?
Kilometers. Milliseconds for the speed of light.
It was not Google, it was Bing.
Bing.
Yeah.
Okay, so the winner is Bing. Then you can't have the beer. Okay, enjoy the beer, but chill it beforehand and pour it into a glass, like for Weizen. It's very good. Applause for the winner. Now for the next question, Daniel cannot play with us because what year Kamailio was introduced? Kamailio.
What year was Kamailio?
8.
2008, it was a winner.
What year was Kamailio?
Winner. He was
Yeah, 8. Right. Please come up and applause. The only one knowing Kamailio.
And I think you said also, so can we share it? 1-1?
Okay.
Here.
Okay, yeah, you also have to share the month in VoIP Lab then. I'm sorry. And of course, without any question, Daniel and Ramona have earned their VoIP beer because of this fantastic event.
Thank you.
Ramona? Right, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you can hand it over.
Yeah, protect it.
Thank you very much. Oh, nice. Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. And thank you for having this fantastic event.
We have
you
to
know.
work next year to have the first Kamailio World Edition written there.
Right, so VoIP Lab is open. Visit our website, get in touch with me to find out more or, join us. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis, again. And